You college football fans, the University of Maryland begins its football season this weekend. Its first as a member of the Big Ten Conference. Maryland Bureau Chief Brad Bell takes a look at what it means to the fans and the finances of the university.
When the Terrapins take the field this weekend, it will be as part of the big-time, big-money, big-exposure world that is the Big Ten.
Big Ten football is unlike anything Maryland has experienced in the ACC.
After an ugly divorce from the Atlantic Coast Conference, which cost the Terps more than $31 million, Maryland will now compete against some of the most storied teams in football.
Honoring legends.
The university says admissions applications from students in the Midwest and West are up. Ticket sales have already increased by 25%. And after years of difficulties, Maryland projects that athletics will be, quote, financially sustainable by the 2017-2018 fiscal year. Apart from traditional television deals, the Big Ten, partnering with Fox, has its own cable network, BTN, which will provide Maryland wider exposure and ultimately a share of the profits.
We welcome you to College Park.
Now, for players who came expecting to be in the ACC, new matchups don't seem to be a problem.
You're going to play in front of 100,000 fans? Like, what more is it to like about football?
As Maryland attempts to adjust to new teams and awaits a full share of conference revenue, analysts say the first few years may indeed be rocky. But ultimately,
I think Maryland fits in really nicely with the Big Ten, and I think it's just a perfect addition.
The big money for the conference and Maryland is yet to come. The Big Ten will negotiate new network contracts in 2017 with college sports, they say, an extremely hot property.
They are placing a bet that the Big Ten is going to be able to increase the money that it brings in from its TV partners by twofold. It's a pretty good bet to make, but it still is a bet that they're making.
Well, you can see Bird Stadium's getting all dressed up for the Terps season opener this weekend against James Madison. They're going to play a few out-of-conference games. The first Big Ten test will come in October when Ohio State visits the stadium. Now, privately, athletic department officials are telling me they know the secret to success in this conference will be to win some games, and that's going to be a challenge. At the University of Maryland, Brad Bell, ABC 7 News.
Brad, thank you. And Maryland's first game of the season tomorrow against James Madison. The game begins at 3:30 in College Park. Allison?
All right, Gordon, thank you.